It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Well, straight ahead, we've got a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round tilt, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the second of three on this Christmas Day with the Giants and Eagles, and off we go in Philadelphia. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones looking to throw right away. Well, this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jalen Hyatt was the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The Eagles at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number qualified, but I believe it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns individually. Tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. How about this? And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Jones pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
7-7, our score after 1.
Let's make something happen. Come on, get clear.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Fournette. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second and 9. Now Jones going to change it up here. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 62 yards rushing for him as he's been tough to stop here in this first half.
And that's the kind of one that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
3rd down and 1. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chris Wormley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a very difficult task.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! Chris Watkins from 40 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Elliott good with a PAT. These guys are taking 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 87 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
And the Giants first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Oh, fight. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Crossing route, and he finds Swift. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
This is intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. That's complete to Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Up the middle with Barkley. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 124 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a big 1-yard loss.
The passing game has been struggling a bit today. That was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Third down and 13. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of 1st down around the 22. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. He's been tough for this defense to handle. Over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come. And they got it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
And Daniel Jones has always been an integral part of his team's run game. 5 touchdowns on the ground in the first 3 years. Had 7 last season. So even if it's not a called quarterback run, he understands where the goal line is and often will carry it himself.
The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Jones throwing to start the drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. They'll find Hodgins there complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This type of running back, I mean, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Jones. He had a man open and missed it. It's incomplete. Running throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And they will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Yeah, they'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that's going to be caught for the Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 19 yards away. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so. And that's how the lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hyatt goes in motion left. On the draw, this is Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hodgins in motion. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Jones. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen
Hurd. Mistake to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. But hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
That is intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Okay, here we go. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. A handoff to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. We don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Jones. And this pass broken up. Some coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. To throw is Jones. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3